Johannesburg, South Africa is making plans to become Africa's fashion capital. An entire inner city area has been remodeled and called the Fashion District. This western section of Johannesburg became popular in the 1940s.
The Fashion District is part of the city of Joburg, which is the old garment district. So it was a naturally always been a place of activity, of economic activity around the clothing industry, and it went down in the 80s.
What happened in the 80s and the early 90s with the globalization of South Africa and South Africa entering into the global market, we were caught unexpected, and the proliferation of imported garments specific from the east that was cheaper labor, cheaply made, started hitting the South African shores. So we actually saw the disintegration of the fashion industry and the garment industry within the Joburg central business district.
The city of Johannesburg has so far spent almost $1 million on the Fashion District project. The Fashion Shack is a clothing store that has been set up here. Clothes from some of the country's hottest young designers are on display and sale.
There's a plan of exactly looking at specific economic activities that will realize the city becoming a world-class city in 30 years' time. And one of those areas is looking around business tourism. So we see the Fashion District really located as a tourist attraction area where visitors to our great city can come here and enjoy the best of what South African fashion can offer.
Bongiwe Walaza is one of the local designers whose clothes are being displayed at the shop. Though she's taken part in numerous fashion shows, both here and abroad, she found it difficult to get the money to start her business. The Fashion District has enabled her to set up a studio. She and other designers say that even with support from the Fashion District, there are still challenges.
It's an unstable industry. It takes long to be established. You need capital, and no one is that much interested in investing in this kind of thing.
The other problem with designers, or in the fashion industry especially, it's the foreign people coming in, like Chinese and Indians, the duplication of stuff. You do one thing, you display it downstairs in the fashion shack, it's duplicated, you see up the road, just multiplied. There's no control in that. I don't know whether our government can help us towards that.
The Fashion District plans on opening its doors to designers from other African countries. Serge Kabuya is from the Democratic Republic of Congo. He started his design operation 9 years ago, when this was just like any other commercial area.
It took me time. That was really hard for me to understand what is really an South African, what they need. You know, they've got also different culture. To understand the culture and everything's there. That was really quite really challenging, because it took time for me to understand what they're wearing for wedding, what they need in winter, and all sort of things. It was really difficult.
Serge has employed 10 designers at his studio. Only one is South African. The rest are from Ghana, Nigeria, Togo, Burkina Faso, Mali and Liberia.
South Africa is cool and the work is fine, and the people in South Africa, they are very friendly. So that's why we pump into South Africa to come and show them some designs and whatever.
Students interested in fashion design are also being trained. They go to school here in the Fashion District. Many of them are working hard in order to live up to the ambitions of the Fashion District.
There's a future, great future, you know. In the next 5 years or so, I see the Europeans coming this side to buy our fashion instead of us going there.
For now, South Africa's Fashion District will keep doing all it can to establish itself and the designers who work here. Perhaps this will one day be the place that people come to buy African fashion that sets international trends.